Hi folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. Today we're going to show you how to build these lovely benches I'm sitting on right here. These are simple, I wouldn't say inexpensive, but for the value and the sturdiness and the quality, they're really my sound guy is telling me to lower my voice. Do I have a sound guy? World may never know. But anyway, we've got this bench that we bought. We made it out of, these are currently out of 7 2x8 by 8 foot long, treated, what do they call it? Cedar tone treated boards. They're AC2, they're ground rated treated. Up on my deck is where I built these to go. I'm going to actually build one more, so I have 3 of them up on the deck. I can seat 10 people between these 2 benches and my chairs I already have up there. So we're going to show you how we built this. We're going to speed through a lot of it. I'm going to stop and show you some of the details along the way, and show you how we came about to having these couple of lovely little benches here that are kind of neat. These haven't been sanded, finished, or anything yet, but they're I'm liking them. All right, today we're going to use a lot of simple tools to build a real simple bench, or a few simple tools to build a real simple bench. I got a speed square here. I got one clamp. I got my little seal saw, impact driver, and some wood deck screws to put this thing together. So I've purchased 8 2x8 boards here. You'll see the instructions at the beginning of the video already. I've showed you that. You might want to take a picture of that and take it out to your own shop. And so we're going to start cutting this lumber up here. And then once we get it all cut up, I'll show you how we put it all together. So let's get started. So one little slick trick for cutting a nice square edge when you don't have a chop saw or something to make a nice 90-degree cut, or even an angled cut, but you want a guide, is these little speed squares. Are inexpensive. You can clamp them down to your board. You can set the distance from the edge of your blade guide here, I guess you call it, maybe, to the blade, so that you can just run it right up tight against there and keep things square and zip right through it. And so that's what we're going to do. For all the cuts that I'm going to do today, you're going to see this laying on a lot of boards, and we're going to get this thing, all these boards cut up for us. We're going to build 2 benches today. Eventually I'm going to build a 3rd one, but I want to see how the 2x8 ones turn out first. And I'm thinking about doing the same exact pattern, but using a 2x10 board instead. So let's get after that. All right, now that you got all your pieces cut out, it's time to put it together. It's helpful to have a straight edge like this that you can line things up on. You want to line your 40-degree angle here on your short board. This is your 45-degree cut here. Over here is your 30-degree cut. And you want to set it up so that this lane here, this gap right here to the bottom, is 6 inches. You can put your 4 screws in there and hook it all together. Then you can use this one as a pattern. Maybe. There we go. Maybe. I'll get it right one of these days. Here we go. So now you can use this one as a pattern to line things up so you have 2 matched halves. Or 2 matched sides. So we got that one lined up like that. Put this one on there like this. All right, now that you have these two put together, we can use one of the back pieces as a guide to set the spacing here, which makes things kind of come out square for you. Works a little easier for you that way. But put the bottom there, bring them together, put your first seat board on top. You're going to be from this point here to the front of your board 1.5 inches. Do that on both sides. So you're 1.5 inches on both sides. Once that's lined up to where you want it, you can install your screws to hold it down. You're going to need a couple screws here. One there. Right now that we got it flipped over, I got the flat side down against the bench as a nice backstop to lay my boards on. Now I can fasten it in. Top corner here, flush with the top edge of the board. You can go ahead and put 2 to 3 screws into this side here. All right, use your spacers, pull your next board up tight, put your 3 screws in it. Well, folks, thanks for watching. I'm trying to moderate my voice. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you spending time with me watching the video. I hope you got some neat ideas and tricks that you can perform yourself. I did all this with the tools I listed in front of you there. I had the speed square, I had a couple of clamps, I had my impact driver for putting the screws in, and I had just my old circular saw that I've had for, oh golly, at least a decade. It's about 10 years old. And you can produce something like this. It looks neat. It's a neat product. I would highly recommend it. You can follow all my instructions I had online there, and I think you can get the job accomplished. I don't think you'll have a problem with it. So get out there, do something fun, try something different, build something neat. Michael out. All right, folks, as promised, here's the layout of the cutting of the boards. Typically your 2x8s are a little longer than 8 foot long, so you should be able to get 2 48-inch boards out of each board. And then you're going to cut to this pattern here,
30 degrees on each end, 38 inches from here to here, as you can see by the print. I would suggest take a picture of this, freeze frame it while you're videoing it, use a snipping tool on your computer, paste it into a Word document, print it out, make your own blueprints, whatever you want to do. This is showing the other cut. So this would be as if this board was cut straight. It would be straight across, but this is your 30-degree cut here. So you're going to measure from this into the 30-degree cut, 21 inches up, and then from here over 4.5 and draw a line. And this isn't crazy critical, but you want to get it nice because that's where your backrest is going to go. And then this shows an assembly. There again, like I showed you before, I'm pretty sure this is a 30-degree angle here. This is one of your 40-degree cuts on your short board. This is your 45-degree cut on your short board. And then you can see that other long cut is toward the back here. And here they're showing 2.5-inch deck screws. Me personally, I use 3-inch deck screws. Here it is assembled together, showing where all the screw locations are, how to put it together. It makes a really, really strong bench, as you have seen. So there again, as promised, these are your blueprints.